Okay, Huskies, this is our second problem from day number 3. And when we look at this problem, number 2, we look at our signs and we see a giant plus. Whoa, there it is, okay? We need to make sure that we take care of giant plus first. And I'm going to go ahead and make it a little bigger. I don't want to see any negatives. I don't want to get confused. All right, so the first step was to find a giant plus, and we found one. Now we're going to circle our terms. We have -3, so we're going to get our red circle and make sure we get the number and the sign to the left. The next number is +5, so I'm going to grab a yellow and I'm going to make this circle a little extra big because we have the giant plus, and there we go. Okay. Our next number that we need to circle, our next term, is +9, and we're going to take that yellow and we're going to stretch it out. We always want to make sure we include the sign to the left. So now that we have all 3 terms with the circles, with a term circle with the correct color, we're going to put it in the table. We cannot answer this question until everything's in the table, and then we can see what's going to happen. So -3 goes here, -3, +5, here's your 5, and your +9, okay? If you want to put the positives in front, you can, or you can leave them this way. Now that you have the numbers in the table, you can look at them very carefully to see if there's anything that you can combine first. I see 2 yellows right here, 2 yellows. So I'm going to combine those 2, which means to add. So I'm going to go ahead and get the word combine, and I have to make sure that I grab it properly. Okay, so I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to combine 5 and 9. So when I add 5 and 9, I'm going to get 14. I'll put 14 there. And then I look at this other sign here that there's nothing to combine with. So I'm going to go ahead and move it down. I'm going to move it down to this side at the bottom. Now that I have my numbers in the gray, now I have made 3 numbers into 2. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and look for which of these terms has the most chips. And I'm going to choose 14, and I know 14 is a positive number, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and put a positive there. Oops, a positive there. And I'm also going to circle my terms in the gray. So I have a +14, here's my yellow, have a -3, here's my red. And when I have red and yellow, look over here, remember our rules that I've been asking you to study. We're going to have to subtract. So another word for subtract is to find the difference. And we're going to find the difference between those 2. So 14 take away 3 will give you an 11. But not just any 11. It's going to give you a +11. Now we can come over here to the box and put our +11. And we're going to look at this rule here. We have a red and yellow. You find the difference, and your answer is going to be positive. So here's the red and yellow. You find the difference and your answer is positive. So we're going to take our check and place it to this rule. You need to be able to identify which rule are we using. Okay, so now that you have this answer, +11, the last thing to do is to circle our answer with the right color, positive, yellow. Yellow means positive, +11. So there you go. It looks complicated at the beginning, all these 3 terms, but once you combine the terms that go together, and you make it to a 2 term, and then it's just like before.